Hello again, everyone. This is an advanced reading class, and we're going to be reading about the recent supermoon sightings that have been seen all over the world. I would love for those people who have actually seen the supermoon to join us and let us know what it was like, okay? This class is fully booked, which is wonderful. If you made a reservation, if you used a ticket, then you guys should be joining about now, so you can use your tickets. After 2 minutes, you lose your tickets and the spots open up for everyone else, okay? If you don't have a premium membership, you can now at 25% off, okay, by using coupon code GOHINA. All right?
Oh, Hina.
Woo woo! You know who signed up, Nihan?
No.
Mine.
Really?
Yeah, Mine now has she has now a premium account.
Yeah. I saw her last night in
Yeah.
Metro.
Yeah. So she now has a premium account. So woohoo, go Mine. And let's see, Chao Pan, how are you?
Hello. I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm great too. How are your exams? Are they done? No.
Nope. It will start in 1 week.
They're starting in 1 week? How long
Yeah.
are summer vacations in China?
2 months or 1.5 months?
1.5 months. Okay. Over here, summer vacations are 4 months.
Oh,
That's
I envy that.
You envy that?
Yeah.
The first summer that I had off in university, I was so bored. I did not know
what did you do in that vacation?
The first 2 months, I just sat at home. I did absolutely nothing because I was like, oh my God. And then like in the later half of summer, I traveled. I went to some parts of Canada and I traveled. But it was like, this is way too long. And then I never took a summer off again. I always studied in the summer because it was so long.
Can I migrate Canada?
In university, the summer holidays are 4 months. But in high school, the holidays are 2 months. So it's still more than China. But good luck, Chao Pan. I hope you do really well in your exams.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. We also have Adriana. Hi, Adriana.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Were you able to catch the supermoon?
No, I wasn't. I was working.
Oh, okay. I saw a moon. And it looked like it was bigger than normal, I have to say. But I think it was cloudy, so I couldn't see it properly. So I was like, ugh.
Besides, here in Mexico City, you don't see the stars.
You don't see?
Yeah, there's a lot of pollution.
Oh, you mean okay. There's in North America, there's a lot of light pollution. You guys know this? Light pollution. Ooh. Light pollution. You guys know what light pollution is? No? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What is light pollution?
It's dirty. It causes the light and you cannot see the stars or moon or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Light pollution is in big cities when you cannot see the sky at night because there's so much light coming from all the buildings. And it's really dangerous for animals, okay? Animals such as which animals? Which animals do you think it would be dangerous for?
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal, yeah, exactly. Animals that only come out at night, okay? Such as bats, okay? So light pollution is very, very dangerous for nocturnal animals. Hi, Mine.
Hi.
Nihan and I were just talking about you.
Oh.
Good thing you're here. Now we can talk about it.
Good or bad?
I was telling Nihan how you signed up for premium membership.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. And we also have Hamid and Isa who are back from the previous class. Hoyen, how are you?
Hello, so.
So? You just wake up?
Yes.
Yeah?
13 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago? Okay, well, welcome to a new supermoon lesson. Did you see the supermoon?
Thank you. No, I didn't. I wasn't interested. So.
You're like, I don't really care. Not my thing. Okay, and lastly we have Mehdi. Mehdi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you, Mehdi?
I'm fine, thanks.
Mehdi, you were in the previous class as well, right? Mehdi, hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, it just I couldn't talk to you. It was just class was ending and you had joined towards the end.
yes.
Yeah, but I'm happy that you're here now. Welcome.
Yeah.
Where are you
Thanks.
from? Where are you from again, Mehdi?
Algeria.
Algeria, right. We had Goliath in our earlier class who was from
And you?
Algeria. Sorry? I live in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So today's class, I put this as an advanced reading class. I would say that if you're an upper intermediate student, you can still join, but we might be covering some like technical words and expressions that you might get confused with. So just to be on the safe side, this class is for all the students who are upper intermediate to advanced, all right? We're not really going to learn any scientific words, but you might come across some that can be used in a scientific setting, all right? Who here loves science?
Of course, me.
Chow, you love science? Chow Pan's like, I love economics. Excuse
If
me.
you can see the economics is social science, I would say I love science.
Well, economics is, you know what? When I was in university, we had to take statistics. Everybody knows what statistics is, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We had to take statistics in my university. Everybody had to take it. And science had a different statistics from economics. So if you were studying economics, you took statistics for economics. And if you were in science, you took statistics for science. So you're not the same thing. You're not the same thing. But like I said, this class is going to be a little science based, but it'll be a lot of fun and we're going to learn something new. Okay? For some reason, not a lot of you saw the supermoon, but that's okay. Hamid, you saw it, right?
Yes, a little bit time.
So the supermoon, it was the biggest the moon is going to be this year. It's not going, you won't be able to see a bigger moon than what we saw last night and the night before. Okay? Hoyen, you saw it too, but you saw it in the newspaper. Saw it in the newspaper.
Actually, Hina, when you mentioned about our previous class, I called my mother because she's living in countryside, and I asked, did you saw the moon?
Yeah.
And she said, in Turkey it wasn't clear. In Australia it was clear. We cannot saw it very much, she said.
You can see it much here. It was clear over here as well, up like in the northern part of North America. It was pretty clear. But that's okay. I think it's been cloudy. So if it's cloudy, you're not able to see the moon. But that's okay because we're going to learn about what it is and when you will see the next one, okay? So you guys can mark it in your calendars when you'll be able to see the next supermoon, all right?
I will record my brain, Hina.
Okay, you should do that. We are going to be reading a Google document that Hamid posted in the Google chat. For all those who don't have it, that's the document. Everybody will get an opportunity to read a bit from it. While you're reading, I'll help you with your pronunciation. And there are certain words that I have underlined. We're going to discuss what those words and what those expressions mean. Okay? Let me just quickly say hi to Jose. Jose, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, yes.
Hi, welcome.
Hello, fine.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, I'm fine.
That's awesome. So, Jose, do you have the Google document with you that we're using?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so you guys can all see the Google document.
I don't have.
You don't have it? That's okay.
Yes.
If you go on chat, I'm posting it in the chat, in the Google chat as well as Verbling chat. So whoever doesn't have it, it's in the chat boxes. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yeah, just click on it and it will open in a new window. It's a Google document and everybody should be able to see it.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so supermoon. So we say it's a supermoon, but it's like it's almost the same size as the regular moon. So here, this is a picture from the last supermoon that we saw, which was in May this year. So it was just a month ago. So on the left you have a full moon, what it looks like regularly, and on the right you have a supermoon. Okay, and in the middle is the difference. So that's how much bigger the moon looks when it's closer to the Earth. Okay. All right. So let's go down. So what is a supermoon? Okay. So let's get you guys to read a little bit of that. Let's start with Chao Pen. Can I get you to read the first couple of paragraphs?
Yeah, sure. What is a supermoon? The word supermoon didn't come from astronomy.
Astronomy.
Instead, it came from astrology. Astrology.
Yes.
Astrologer Richard Knoll of the website astro.com take credit for coining the term supermoon. In 1979, he defined it as a new or full moon which occurs with the moon at or near within 90% of its closest approach to Earth in a given orbit. Perigee. In short, Earth, Month, and Sun are all in line with Moon in its nearest approach to Earth.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Xiaopan. Okay, so what is a supermoon? The word supermoon does not come from astronomy. It comes from astrology. Who knows the difference between astronomy and astrology?
Astronomy is interested in planets, stars, or etc. Astrology interested in horoscope, like Cancer, Gemini, Scorpion, like that.
Perfect. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Mine, what did you say?
Zodiac.
Zodiac. Yes. Those astronomical signs are called zodiac. Okay.
Here you go.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it dropped me. Okay, so astronomy is science, okay? Astronomy is like a branch of science like biology, chemistry, physics, economics, whatever, all right? So these are real branches of science. Astrology is called pseudoscience. Who knows what pseudoscience is?
Fake science.
Fake science. Pseudo. Yes, pseudo means fake. Pseudoscience is basically a branch of study that says it's real, but it's not. Okay. For example, another one is alchemy. Alchemy. Who knows what alchemy is?
I know.
What is alchemy, Hamid?
Alchemy means people want and interested in gold.
Because gold has powers. Okay.
Yes.
Alchemy is a field, a pseudoscience where people are interested in elements because they think that those elements will give them special powers. Like if you have a lot of gold, it will give you the power to be like super rich or something like that. Okay, so pseudoscience are fields that are not really based on science, and astrology is pseudoscience. Okay, it is not even a false, no falsibility. There's no way to prove it. Astrology is basically like, oh, depending on the position of this planet, this is what your life will be like. Okay, it's the same as palmistry. You guys know what palmistry is? Palmistry. Who's heard that word before? Palmistry. Reading your hand is called palmistry. Okay, when you go and you're like, tell me my future. Okay, that's palmistry. That is also a pseudoscience. Okay, so pseudoscience. So the word supermoon did not come from astronomy. It came from astrology. All right, which is really, really strange because we don't ever consider astrology, the words in astrology, real science. Okay, but supermoon, the real name for a supermoon is a perigee. Okay. Adriana, I know Google has been dropping me as well. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. So the word came from astrology, and there was an astrologer, Richard Knoll, and he takes credit for coining the term supermoon. What does that mean, coining the term?
Making up the term?
Yes, perfect. Making. All right, coining the term, it means you were the first person to say that, and it became really popular. People started using that word or that expression after you made it up. Okay, what are some terms that you guys know have been coined by people?
For example, for you, Hina, Norbert found and coined the term work.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Do you guys watch The Big Bang Theory?
A little bit.
A little bit. Everybody knows Dr. Sheldon Cooper. He coined a term. What word did he coin? Bazinga. Bazinga. Okay. So the word bazinga was coined by Dr. Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. He's the person who used it first, and now everybody uses it. Okay? So coining the term is making and using a term that becomes popular. Okay? And then he defined a supermoon. So a supermoon basically is when the moon is closest to Earth. So supermoon basically happens when the moon moves close to the Earth, and then it looks really big. The scientific term for that is perigee. Okay, basically that's all what a supermoon is. Okay, all right. So let's move on. So Chao Pan, thank you so much for reading that for us. Let's get Hoyen. Can you read the next one? By this definition, according to Knoll.
By this definition, according to Knoll, there are 4 to 6 supermoons a year on average. That doesn't sound very special, does it? In fact, the June 2013 full moon lines up much more closely with perigee, the moon's closest point to Earth, than Knoll's original definition. According to Guy Ottewell's astronomical calendar, 2013. The 2013 June full moon falls only 22 minutes after the moon reaches perigee. The moon's closest point to Earth for this month and year. At perigee, the moon lies only 356,991 kilometers away. 2 weeks later, only July 7th, the moon will swing out to apogee. Its farthest point from the month and year at 406,490 kilometers distant.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Hoyen. You did a really good job of reading the numbers. Okay, well done. I'm just gonna I was going to tell you guys are going to be required to read numbers in English in this class, okay? So it'll give you a lot of practice with reading numbers as well, okay? Okay, so basically we have 4 to 6 supermoons a year on average, okay? So it's not really that rare. What is rare?
Opposite of
Not
usual.
likely to happen.
Yeah, so it's not actually that rare. It's pretty common. I mean, 4 to 6 a year on average. But why do you think a supermoon and a full moon are said to be different things? Do you guys understand from reading this what a supermoon is and what a full moon is? What is the difference between a full moon and a perigee?
In my opinion, the supermoon is only once, but full moon is always.
No, that's not really true.
Always meaning is for once in a month.
Oh yeah, full moon happens every month, right? Supermoon doesn't happen every month. Also, a supermoon only happens when the moon is full, okay? For example, if you see a moon in the sky and it is very close to the earth, but it is not a full moon, you will not call it a supermoon, okay? A supermoon needs to be the closest to the earth and it needs to be a full moon, okay? It cannot be a half moon or a crescent. You guys know what a crescent is? Crescent.
Yes, in Turkish clock.
Exactly. A crescent is a very thin moon, okay? The side of a moon, right? So
How about
in
the almost full moon? Oh, how do you call?
almost
The-
full moon?
Yeah.
You guys know what an almost full moon is called? Okay. I'm not too sure. There are different phases. You guys know what a phase is? Phase?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There are different phases of the moon, and I'm not too sure what all the phases of the moon are. I think an almost. I think an
quarters.
I think it's gibbous. 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 Okay. Gibbous. Okay. A gibbous is almost a full moon. All right. Let's have a look at what a gibbous is. Here you guys go. Gibbous. There you go. Okay. So the moon where it's almost full, it's called a gibbous. All right. This is usually what we see in the night sky, a gibbous. It's almost full, but it's not quite. All right. Is that okay, Hoyin? Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the June 2013 full moon lines up much more closely with perigee. Okay. Lines up. Who knows what lines up means?
To see, appear.
Yes, it appears. Yes. The full moon and perigee are almost together. Perigee when it is the closest, full moon when it is full. Okay? The moon's closest point to Earth. According to Guy's calendar, the June 2013 full moon falls only 22 minutes after the moon reaches perigee. So what this means is 22 minutes after the moon is the closest to the Earth, will everybody see it as a full moon. Okay? So perigee and full moon are not the same thing. Perigee is the closest point. Full moon is the fact that the moon is complete in the sky. Okay, you guys understand the difference?
Yes, it will take a little bit solar eclipse or lunar eclipse.
It's something like that, yeah. So at perigee, the moon lies. So this is how close the moon is when it is a supermoon. Okay, it's 350,000 kilometers away. Okay, and then the farthest point. What is farthest? What word does farthest come from? Which word does it come from? Far. Okay, so it's far after far.
Farther, farthest.
Yes, far. Okay.
I think this word is kind of hard to
It's hard to
Who
say.
knows?
Okay. Farthest. It's hard to say because the TH makes a D sound.
And also the R sound is right
Yes.
before the TH.
Yeah. Farthest. Okay? The farthest. I mean, it sounds like a D, but we're still saying the farthest point. This. Yes. If you guys want to practice, it would be your tongue would need to come out. It's the farthest. Okay? At apogee, the moon is the farthest from the earth. Okay? So the TH, it makes a weird D sound. Okay? So far, so more than far is farther, and the most far is farthest. Okay? All right. Perfect. Thank you for reading that for us, Hoyen. Next, let's get how super is this supermoon? So let's try to understand how big this moon actually was. Minute, can I get you to read that paragraph?
Okay. I have to open my document.
That's okay.
Okay. How super is this supermoon? June 2013 presents the moon's closest encounter with Earth until August 10th, 2040, at which time the moon will be a scant 5 kilometers close to Earth. The
Closer.
full moon
Closer to
closer to Earth. The full moon will come even closer to Earth on September 28, 2015,
356,000.
356,877 kilometers. And the closer yet on November 14, 2016, 356,509 kilometers. November 2016 will feature the closest full moon until November 25th, 2034. Maybe this helps you see that supermoons, while interesting, are fairly routine astronomical events.
Perfect. Thank you so much for reading that for us, Minute. So this supermoon is a big moon, but in the next few years, you guys will be able to see the moon even bigger. Okay? So the June 2013, it presents the moon's closest encounter. What is an encounter?
To meeting.
Yes, to interact. Okay? So the moon is being encountered by the Earth at a very close proximity. To encounter is to meet or to interact. Okay? And then the next time we will see a supermoon is going to be next year, at which time the moon will be a scant 5 kilometers closer to Earth. What does scant mean? Scant.
To limit.
Sorry?
To limit.
I don't know what you're saying, Hamid. Sorry.
Okay, I will write.
Okay? Barely. It means sufficient. No, not limit. It doesn't mean to limit. Okay? A scant. So you can replace scant with at which time the moon will be almost 5 kilometers closer to Earth. Not even 5 kilometers. Okay? You guys understand? A scant means just a little bit. Almost there. Okay? So for example, right now, the supermoon that we saw was 356,991 kilometers away. Okay? Next year, it will be a scant 5 kilometers closer. So it'll be closer only by 5 kilometers from this number. Okay? So a scant is almost, barely sufficient, almost there. You guys understand what scant means?
Yes.
Yeah? Perfect. So we're going to have supermoons in the next few years. So we're going to have it in 2014, 15, 16. And then after that, we'll have it in 2034. Okay? The supermoons are interesting and they are fairly routine. What does routine mean?
They happen all the time.
Yes, regular. Perfect. So a routine. So we use routine in a couple of terms. What's another way we use routine?
For example, we have routine habits like sleeping, eating.
Exactly. So those are regular habits, all right? So routine on its own means something that is regular, something that happens quite frequently. Okay? So supermoons are routine astronomical events. What's an astronomical event? What's an
For example, solar eclipse or lunar eclipse.
Yes, exactly. What are some other astronomical events? Chao Pan, do you know of any other astronomical events?
In some night, the moon, you can't see the moon because the moon was hidden by
Eclipse.
Yeah,
Yes,
eclipse.
exactly. A solar or a lunar eclipse. Perfect. Okay. So an eclipse is an astronomical event. Hoyen, do you know of any other astronomical events?
Eclipse.
Other than an eclipse.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. What happened in Russia?
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too.
Yeah. What happened in Russia earlier this year, guys?
Meteoroid.
Meteor strike.
Meteorite. Okay. Yeah, a meteorite hitting the Earth. That's an astronomical event. What else is an astronomical event?
Falling star?
I don't know, but something that happened up north, far north, like in Sweden or...
Aurora. Yeah. Auroras, exactly. Aurora is not really an astronomical event because it doesn't happen in space. It happens in the Earth's atmosphere. Okay, Hoyen? Astronomical means related to space. So outside of Earth's atmosphere. Okay, but aurora is a good UFO.
That being said,
yeah,
meteorite is not an astronomical event either.
A passing meteorite. A passing meteorite. What if a meteorite passes close to the Earth? Okay.
Meteor.
Like an yeah.
If you say so, meteorite is not an astronomical event because it happened on the Earth. Or
yeah. I just wanted you guys to know, what about asteroids? You guys know what asteroids are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine, what's an asteroid?
Asteroid is small. What is it called?
Yeah, an asteroid would be an astronomical event because an asteroid is a rock that is flying through space, but it doesn't hit the Earth, but it is still happening in space. So the only difference between a meteorite and an asteroid, Hyoyen, is that a meteorite hits the Earth and an asteroid doesn't. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about supernova? You guys know what?
Yeah.
What's a supernova? Okay. A supernova is when a star explodes.
How come star explodes?
Oh, sorry, star. Okay. What do you mean? When a star dies, it explodes. Okay. The death of a star we think of it as a supernova because the star is no longer there. Okay. You guys know what stars are, right? They're made of gases. Correct? Gases?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when the gas runs out, the star dies. Okay. So that event in space is an astronomical event. Okay. It didn't happen on Earth, but it's happening somewhere in space. Okay. So these are astronomical events in space, and some of them we can observe and some of them we can't. All right.
And Hina, another sample is a meteor shower.
Is a what? Sorry?
I wrote the chat box, meteor shower.
Meteor shower. Meteor
shower.
Meteor shower. Yes. Meteor shower. Exactly. Meteor shower is when you see falling stars. Exactly. Okay. All right. So let's go on. How often is moon both full and closest to the earth? Okay, so what is it when it's closest to the earth? What is that called? What is that called? We just covered it. It starts with a P.
Perigee.
Perigee. Perfect.
Perigee.
Perigee. Okay. So when the moon is full and is at perigee. Okay. So Hamid, can I get you to read that, please?
Okay. How often is moon both full and closest to Earth? Closest full moons recur in cycles of 14 lunar synodic moons because 14 lunar months almost exactly equal 15 returns to perigee, moon's closest point to Earth. A lunar month refers to the time period between successive full moons. This time period is equal to about 1 year, 1 month, and 18 days. The full moon and perigee will realign again on August 10, 2014, and because the 14th full moon after the 2013 June 23 full moon will fall on that date.
June 23rd. June 23rd.
June 23rd full moon will fall on that date.
Perfect. Chao Pen, can I get you to read the next one? There's lots of numbers in the next paragraph, so take your time reading them if you need, okay?
Okay, so for the moon to come closer than 356,400 kilometers in quite a fate. In fact, this won't happen at all in the 21st century or the 22nd century. The last time the full moon perigees swung this close to Earth was on January 14,000.
January 14th?
January 14, oh yeah, January 14, 1930.
Yes.
356,396 kilometers.
97.
97. And the next time won't be till January 1st,
2257.
2257. 356,000 and 371 kilometer.
Perfect. Thank you, Chapen. Yes, I know. Reading numbers in English is very, very tough, but you guys are doing a really good job. Well done. Okay? So, is the number for a perigee almost always the same? Is the moon always the same distance in a perigee from the Earth? No?
Every time is changing.
Yes, every time the number of the perigee changes, okay? For example, right now, the moon is at, this is the distance the moon is from the Earth right now. This is perigee. A perigee is in a given year. So how close the moon is to the Earth in a given year. So in this year, this is the closest the moon will be to the Earth, this distance, okay? So what this paragraph is saying is that for the moon to come closer than this distance is quite a feat. What is a feat? What is quite a feat? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay?
Like a failure?
A big accomplishment.
Okay.
Exactly. Quite a feat is basically a big deal. Okay? For example, climbing Mount Everest is quite a feat. Okay? Basically, quite a feat is the formal way of saying a big deal. Okay? So for the moon to come closer than 356,400 kilometers is a really, really big deal. Okay? It's such a big deal that it will not happen in this century, and it's not going to happen in the next century either. It's going to happen more than 250 years from now. Okay? So we won't get to see the moon this close in our lifetime or in the next few lifetimes. All right? So perigee is not a fixed number. Perigee is basically it's subjective because it varies from year to year. All right? So the closest it'll ever be will be 250 years from now. Okay, which is a really, really, really big deal. Okay.
Also, it will be scary.
It will be scary, Scar.
Yes.
Why do you think it will be scary, Minnie?
If the moon is getting closer, maybe they have a collapse or heat. I don't know.
A collapse.
Yeah.
Clash with the Earth. Okay. Do you think that a perigee means that the moon is moving closer to the Earth and it's going to hit the Earth? Do you guys think that's what it means?
No, it is still so long away between the Earth and the moon, and the moon would swing back. I mean,
yes.
No, it is
what is that called? What is that called? When it swings back. Apogee. Okay. Yeah, perfect. A perigee is when it's close, and apogee is when it's far. Okay, Minnie, you're aware of the tides, right? Tide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's just the same thing. Tide, when the water goes up, it doesn't stay up, right? It goes back down. Same thing with the moon. Yeah. Same thing with the moon. Just because the moon is moving closer doesn't mean it's going to be close. It's moving closer to the Earth. It's just close at that one point in time. It will move back. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems like so. This happens because the moon. You guys know what an orbit is, right? What's an orbit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orbit.
Yeah. An orbit is basically the moon is orbiting the Earth, right? But it's not orbiting the Earth at a perfectly circular path. The path is oval, okay? So the path is like this. It's not like this, all right? So when it's at a thinner part in its path, it's closer to the Earth. That's what we see as perigee, okay? So it seems like scary, like, oh my God, the moon and the Earth are gonna clash. It's gonna be like a bad science fiction movie, but it's not really going to be like that. You know what a real big possibility is though? What do you guys think is a bigger scary thing than the moon running into the Earth? What do you think is scarier than that? Something that might actually happen.
The Earth would die. I mean.
The Earth, okay, the Earth would die. That's a big thing. What about you, Hamid?
Eclipse.
Eclipse is temporary. Again, eclipse is not permanent. Okay. You know the sun. Our sun is dying. Okay. So a bigger threat would be if the sun was to die, because if there is no sun, what would happen? Hoyen, if there's no sun, what would happen?
No.
There's no day and night.
No day and night. And then what would happen if there's no day and there's no sun? What would happen?
All the plants would die and we would die.
Yes, exactly. So that's a bigger threat to us than the moon running into us. Moon is tiny. All right. But yeah, that's a good observation, Minnie. Thank you for that. Okay. Closest full moons recur. What does recur mean? Recur. What is that?
Happens often.
Again. Closest full moons happen again in cycles of 14 lunar months, meaning that every 14 lunar months we have a perigee full moon. Okay, that's basically what this paragraph means. Okay, another word I want to cover is the full moon and perigee will realign again on August 10th. What is realign?
To seem.
No, what does realign mean? Based on context, reading this, what do you guys think it means? Okay,
Happening again.
Yes, happen together, okay? We just discussed how a full moon and a perigee are not the same thing. So a perigee and a full moon will realign, meaning they will happen again, okay? For example, we see a full moon every month, but we don't see a perigee every month, okay? The next time we will see a perigee and a full moon at the same time will be next year in August, okay? That is when they will realign, they will happen together, okay? When something happens together, we say that it is realigned. Realign again. Oh, okay. Realign again, meaning, okay, when you say realign, it means that it'll happen, right? If you say realign again, it means that it will happen after it's already happened. Okay? It's going to happen twice. You understand, Hoyin?
It's just the same thing. I think
It's not...
means again, and they add again one more time. So.
Okay. So this
it's a
yeah,
colloquial way of writing or speaking in English.
In English, yeah, it's not really. It actually does make sense because realign just means, okay, so if the moon is at perigee and it's full, okay, and then it happens next year, right? So it realigns next year, okay, and then it happens the year after that again. Then it's going to realign once more. So now it's realigning twice. You get what I'm saying? So when you say something has realigned, it means that it's the second time it's happened. But when it happens again, when the same thing happens again, then you can use the word again. So it has realigned a third time, or it has realigned a fourth time, okay? Realign, it aligned last year, it realigned this year, next year is going to realign again, okay? So multiples of like more than twice you would use again. You understand? I know it's a weird concept, and if you didn't say again, that would be fine. But if somebody was reading it, they would think that it's only the second time it's happening, but it's not. It's happened a lot of times in the past and is going to continue happening in the future. It's not the second time it's happening. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But why they don't use again this year? It happened.
Let's see. Where are you using it?
This is the not first time it happened.
Mm-hmm. No, this is in
1913, the first time it happened. And why they didn't use realign again before, and they used the realign again for the next year happen?
Have they used this word anywhere else? Realign. Have they used it anywhere else in the paragraph, in the article?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, if they did use it, they would have said realign again, but they haven't used it anywhere else in the article. Okay, if you were to come across realign, you would see it as again. Okay, but it's just that it's unfortunate we don't see it anywhere else in the article except for at this one point. Okay,
even though they use the first time, they have to use again.
No, not if you talk about it the first time that the first perigean full moon happened here, they would not say again. No. Okay, but Hoyin, if you did not write again, it would not be wrong. I just want you to know that, okay? If it doesn't make sense to you and you don't want to write it, that's fine. Okay? It would not be incorrect. All right? Hoyin, are you there? I think Hoyin's like mad at me. Don't be mad at me, Hoyin. Okay.
My chat was not working.
Oh, your chat is not working.
Yeah.
Oh,
I go hang out. It was freezing for a moment.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to ask, you guys know what word this is from? Swung? Swung?
Swing.
Where is that from? Swing. Yeah, what is swung? What is swung?
It's like it moves back and forth or right to left.
Yeah. No,
again.
The past tense of swing is swung. And basically swing is moving back and forth. Exactly. Okay? So you wouldn't say it's swinged. Okay? The past tense of swing is swung. So the last time the full moon perigee swung this close to the earth, all right? Past tense of swing. All right, so will the tides be higher than usual? Okay, this is a good question, all right? Will everything flood because the moon is so close to the earth, all right? Hoyen, do you want to read that paragraph for us, please?
Yeah, of course. Will the tides be higher than usual? Yes. All full moons bring higher than usual tides, and perigee full moons bring the highest and lowest tides of all. Each month, on the day of the full moon, the moon, earth, and sun are aligned, with earth in between. This lineup creates wide-ranging tides, known as spring tides. High spring tides climb up especially high, and on the same day, low tides plunge especially low. Today's extra close full moon accentuates these monthly full moon spring tides all the more.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Hoyen. So in a super moon, the tides are stronger than normal. Okay, so if you're not used to seeing water really high up on a super moon, you will see it. But the high tide and the low tides are both strong. So when the water goes up, it goes up really high. But when it goes down really low. Okay? Do you guys know what it means to be aligned? Aligned? Are aligned with Earth in the middle. What does aligned mean?
In one line?
Yes, in one line. Perfect. Align. Okay. Each month on the day of the full moon, the earth, and the sun are aligned. They are in a line, and the earth is in the middle. Okay. This lineup creates wide-ranging tides known as spring tides. What does wide-ranging mean? Wide-ranging.
Different level of tides.
Yes, exactly. Different levels, different ranges, okay? Some tides are very low, sometimes they're very high, sometimes some tides are in the middle. This is a wide range, okay? And these wide-ranging tides are known as spring tides. High spring tides climb up especially high, and the low tides plunge especially low. What does plunge mean? Plunge. We covered this word in an earlier class. Who knows what plunge? Anybody know?
To enter the sea?
No. Plunge means to take a very sudden dive into something. Okay? To go down all of a sudden. Okay? That is a plunge. For example, if you dive into the ocean from a very high mountain, then you took a plunge, okay? You dove down at a very high pace and a very high speed. Hoyen, what is a plunger? Tell us what a plunger is.
Okay, so it's a tool that you use in the bathroom.
To do what?
Oh, I can't really explain, but
okay.
Yeah, sometimes the pipes get stuck and you need the plunger to unclog.
Yes, to unclog the toilet. For example, if somebody puts a lot of tissue paper in the toilet, then the toilet gets stuck, right? We don't say that the toilet is stuck. We say that the toilet is clogged. Clogged. Okay? That clog means that you cannot flush it, okay? So you use a plunger to unclog the toilet, to fix it, okay? A plunger, yeah. So a plunger is something that you use. A plunge, to take a plunge is a verb. It's an action, okay? Today's
we can also plunge from a cliff.
Yes, we can definitely plunge from a cliff. Okay, what does accentuate means? Accentuate. Who's heard that word before?
I heard that.
Yeah, Mine? What does it mean?
Okay. I cannot explain, but I heard this word before.
Okay. Accentuates means highlights. Okay? So today's extra close moon highlights these monthly spring tides all the more. Okay? Highlights, accentuate means to bring into focus. Okay? Alright? For example, if a woman wears a very tight dress, okay, we say the dress is accentuating her body, okay, meaning that the dress is highlighting the shape of her body. Okay.
Accentuate is the noun.
Yeah.
Or
to accentuate is the noun. Okay. That dress is accentuating her body. Accentuates is like the present tense. All right. That dress accentuates your body. All right. So when you highlight something, you are accentuating it. You guys understand what it means based on the example that I gave?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I think that's a good word to know. If you guys can't remember any other word, you should just probably remember that one. That's a good word to know. Okay. And the rest of the paragraph is just basically the same thing about how tides are a little bit stronger than normal when you have a supermoon. Okay. Who is going to look for the next supermoon next year? Who's excited? Who wants? Yeah.
If I live, I want to watch. I want to watch.
You want to watch it? What about you, Chao Pan?
Me
You
too.
think you think you're interested? You'd want to watch the supermoon?
Yeah, after we learned in this class, I would watch the next time.
Yeah, and you can tell your friends, you're like, guys, right now, there's a perigee going on. This is a perigee when the moon is really close to the earth. Hoyan,
So
what about, yeah, you can be like, I'm a smarty pan. I know
Yeah.
what it is. Hoyan, what about you?
Oh, sorry to say this, but I'm not that herdy.
Oh, you're like, I'm not into space. I like Earth. Minute, what about you? You think you'd wanna see the next supermoon? Oh, Minute, I think you're muted. We can't hear you. Isa, it's nice of you to join us again. I don't know where you went, but it's great that you're back. We're at the end of class now, guys. I'm teaching the next class. The next class is a speaking class. We're going to be speaking about debt. Oh my God, I have so much debt. I would love to speak about it. All right. So if you guys want to come and talk about debt, that's a great class. And